quick. Make sure we.
Okay.
Let me see. We should be good though. Yeah, we straight. Should I?
All right.
Can you got it?
Good. Hey, Shalom. All
Shalom.
praises, honor, and glory. It goes to Yahweh, Bahashim, Hamdan, Bahashim, Rakadash. Double honors to the apostles. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Brakathum, to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Shalom. We the brothers here from GMS Kansas City and GMS Houston getting together, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, to do a lesson. Today we're going to be going through 2 Kings 18, verse 19. Now, we're not going to read every verse word for word because this will be a damn near hour and a half lesson. But there is lessons to be learned in these books earlier in the Bible. We all like to read the Acts. We all like those stories, but there is gems in these Second Kings. There's gems in the Samuels. So we just want to break down into it. Hopefully this will be edifying, and just build faith, as what we here to do on this planet Earth. If you got anything, brother, go ahead.
Con, if I could just add on, as you know, we're gonna hit the Second Kings, the 18th and the 19th chapter, which is just one example on how it's better to trust in the Lord, right, rather than fearing man and bowing down, especially the times we're in right now. We know the beast about to make his move soon. He gonna cause all very soon. So we go get in like times as what we about to read. Now we gonna see physical troops. You hear me? We gonna see physical troops on earth. We gonna see physical, opposition on earth. But the thing is, our trust is always in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, whom the world can't see. And what we're about to read is a great example of that. But that's pretty much it. I gotta grab it if you ain't got no precepts to start off with.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and get right into it, brother. You can just start from verse 1. Start off verse 1 through 8.
The 2 Kings 18, and I'm gonna start at 1. 2 Kings 18 and 1. It says, "Now it came to pass in the 3rd year of Hoshea, son of Elah, king of Israel, that Hezekiah, the son of Ahaz, king of Judah, began to reign. 25 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Abiah, the daughter of Zechariah. And he did that which was right in the sight of Yahweh, according to all that David his father did. He removed the high places and brake the images and cut down the groves and break in pieces the brazen serpent that Moses made. For unto those days the children of Israel did burn incense to it, and he called it Nehushtan. He trusted in Yahweh power of Israel, so that after him was none like him among all the kings of Judah, nor any that were before him, for he clave to Yahweh."
No, just saying, just context, because before Hezekiah's reign, you had other wicked kings of Israel that was promoting idolatry. You know what I'm saying? So it starts off by showing you what kind of character this man is. He already trusts in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. So there's going to be situations in these chapters that this man has to prove his faith to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua being king. There's going to be situations in these chapters that we're going to read of that he goes against what the people is telling him as a king and goes with what the Lord is telling him, which, hey, that's kind of a tough position, because you set up as king, everybody looking at you, but you going the complete opposite route of what people want you to go to.
Right.
You see?
If I can add peer pressure, because look, what King Saul, that's how King Saul fucked up. When he is in I think the beginning of Chronicles, if I'm not mistaken, or Samuel, right? But King Saul, he let the people get to him and make a decision off impulse, not thinking, and he fucked up because of it, and the Lord stripped the kingdom from him. But the point is, again, as we go get into these times, the majority of the earth will be persuaded to go along with the beast. That's why I said, if it were possible, he shall deceive the very elect, man. You know, but the point is, the elect gonna follow the line whathersoever he goeth, and not what this world say to do. You know,
That's right. That's right.
But I continue. It says, 2 Kings 18:6. For he clave to Yahweh and departed not from following him, but kept his commandments, which Yahweh commanded Moses. And the Lord was with him, and he prospered whithersoever he went forth. And he rebelled against the king of Assyria and served him not. He smote the Philistines even unto Gaza, and the borders thereof, from the town of the watchmen to the fenced cities.
Now you see, when the leaders of Israel are in the right concordance with Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Israel is undefeated. You see, that's why I make that point. So go to verse 11 and 12, because this is going to explain what happened to the northern kingdom. You know, and this 11 and 12 verse correlates with that 2 Ezra 13. So when we speak of the northern kingdom getting carried away, it speaks on that here. But right. The northern kingdom was wicked. The northern kingdom didn't stand against the armies that came up against them. They got swept away because through, idolatry, fornication, wickedness, whatever.
Yep. 2 Kings 18:11. And the king of Assyria did carry away Israel unto Assyria, and put them in Halah, and in the harbor by the river of Gozan, and in the cities of the Medes, because they obeyed not the voice of Yahweh their power, but transgressed his covenant and all that Moses the servant of Yahweh commanded, and would not hear them nor do them.
Right. So at this point, the Assyrian army is already raised up. Here you are, you in the land of Judah. Your these people at your door, right. Northern kingdom that already got taken away. You know what I'm saying? So here you are, you in the middle. Now, as we gonna get, it's a little bit of politics involved in this, because there's two options that Hezekiah could do. He could trust in the Lord and let the Lord defend him, or he could run to Egypt, which is down on your southwest side, because Egypt had a decent army as well. That's why the scriptures say in Isaiah, woe to them that run to Egypt for help, because they would have trusted in that, but they would have put themselves in oppression. So here you are, you in the middle between one big ass army and another army. What you gonna do? You gonna trust in the Lord, or you gonna go with them and trust in the carnal weapons? You see? But let's go to let me see. Let's go to.
And hey, just while you're getting that, the line back off you again, as we read on, and I'm sure brothers understand, but as we read accounts, you read the scriptures, don't just read it as, oh, this happened back then. It's just an old story. This is just our history I'm freshening up on. No, Romans 15:4 is there for a reason. The things that was written aforetime was written for our learning, so that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. As we read these different accounts, put yourself in it. How can this apply to us today? That's what's important. How can this apply to us today? And to back the brother up, he said, Assyria, was already established as a military. Everybody feared them. They took over all these nations. How can we liken that until us today? Esau, Edom, man. Esau, Edom, but you got it, bro.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and drop down into verse 19, because we kind of got the set the stage of what Hezekiah is dealing with. So he's already given gifts to Assyria, to the Assyrians, kind to, be on their side. But right. We're going to read 2 Kings 18, verse 19. And Rabshakeh said unto him, speak now to Hezekiah, thus saith the great king, the king of Assyria, what confidence is this wherein thou trustest? Thou sayest, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength for the war. Now on whom dost thou trust, that thou rebel against me? And this is the messenger of the king speaking to Hezekiah.
Right.
And it says, now behold, thou trustest upon the staff of this bruised reed, even upon Egypt, on which if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, unto all that trust on him. So he's saying you can't go to Egypt. Right. If you go on in, it's going to pierce your hand. It's going to fuck you up. So he's trying to persuade him to be, joined into the Assyrians.
Yep. Give tribute and shit,
Verse 22, but if ye say unto me, we trust in the Lord our power, is not that he whose high places and whose altars Hezekiah had taken away, and had said to Judah and Jerusalem, ye shall worship before this altar in Jerusalem? Now therefore I pray thee, give pledges to the Lord, the king of Assyria, and I will deliver thee 2,000 horses, if thou be able on thy part to set riders on them.
If I can add it,
you got it.
Because look, he trying to turn us too. You know, he was like, look, I got 2,000 horses for you. That's if your military could fill them up. You know, talking about how Israel had a small army, small military at the time. And what the Lord said, that small sanctuary. Because it looked like right now from our side, we fighting a losing battle. But again, people can't see our protection though. You see, we ain't fighting a losing battle, bro. Although we don't have tanks, we don't have a literal standing army. What did Elisha tell his servant? They that be with us are more than they that be with them. Yep, you got it though, bro. Yep.
No, that's it. Because what the messenger is trying to do, he's trying to insert doubt in Hezekiah's mind.
Mm-hmm.
The same way, but he's also trying to throw him gifts. We'll say gift destroyed the heart.
That's right.
These are things we can expect in these last days, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't think Satan is going to come to brothers with a purse? Satan's going to say, oh, we can get you in this, we can get you in that. You can live here, you can live there. You can spend this, you can wear this, you can wear that. Mm-hmm. Anything to get a brother to flip sides, man.
That's right.
Yep. But it says, 2 Kings 18, verse 24. How then wilt thou turn away the face of one captain of the least of my master's servants, and put thy trust on Egypt for chariots and for horsemen? Am I now come up without the Lord against this place to destroy it? The Lord said to me, go up against this land and destroy it. So he's speaking blasphemy.
Yeah.
He said the Lord told me to come destroy this, man.
Mm-hmm.
But that we know that's not true, but this is what he gonna say. But it says, then said Eliakim, the son of Hilkiah, and Shebna and Joah unto Rabshakeh, speak, I pray thee, to thy servants in the Syrian language, for we understand it, and talk not with us in the Jews' language, in the ears of the people that are on the wall.
Hey, if I can add on that part of what you just read. Now, Hezekiah, his servants that he sent out, they the ones who were telling the king of Assyria servants, they're like, look, speaking, Assyrian language. Don't speak in the Hebrew, because we don't want our people to hear you and fear, and start being persuaded by you. But he ain't gonna do that, because he said, no, I want all y'all to hear this, man. Awesomely. You got it, bro.
Right. So we're gonna drop down to verse 29, because the messenger starts to speak unto the Israelites. In verse 29, 2 Kings 18:29, thus saith the king, let not Hezekiah deceive you, for he shall not be able to deliver you out of his hand. Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying the Lord will surely deliver us, and this city shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria. And bro, that's it's so many things trying to get you to take away your faith and belief in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua nowadays. Is irritating, man. How many people have been duped into getting the juice? Been talked about, and we obviously people around us know that we kind of rooted in the faith, but speaking on like younger Israelites, when you first coming in, people talking about, oh, you ain't got the juice yet, whatever. It's gonna be like that with the rice grain. Mm-hmm. Talking about you don't need to trust in the Lord. The Lord ain't gonna save you from hunger. Lord ain't gonna save you from famine. He ain't gonna feed your kids. But that's the doubt that these people will try to sow in your mind.
Right. I got a quick one up.
You got it.
This Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false Mashiach. Right. And look what the king of Assyria servants was saying. Look, if you come with us, we'll bless you with this and that. We'll lace you up. Right. They speaking as if they're gonna help you in prosperity, because you coming as a false anointed ain't just saying you the Messiah. No, you coming with a way of help, succor. That's going to take you out of a certain situation, right? And that's what FEMA gonna come with. These troops gonna come with, as if they're trying to help you, this system. But ultimately it says, there shall rise false Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Because hey, if you ain't the elect, you're gonna be persuaded one way or another, whether it's about fear, desperation. You just want to just live and get by, get food, shelter, healthcare. You're gonna be forced in these times to get down with the system. That's what it is. That's right. What it is, man. If you don't have the Lord, you ain't gonna have that spirit in you to fight against it. Yahweh Shai say he gonna have to be there for us in the hour of temptation, man. You gotta, bro.
And the stage is gonna be set so cold to where it's like, you ain't gonna have another choice. Either you gonna give in, or you gonna trust in the Lord. Same thing with Hezekiah. He got a whole army, at his doorstep. You know what I'm saying? And his other option is to go down here and go basically put his people back into slavery and join the Egyptians.
Right.
But the Egyptians, they gonna oppress him even more.
Right.
You see, so you kind of see what the climate is, but we're gonna finish this and move to verse chapter 19. But it says, verse 31, hearken not to Hezekiah, for thus saith the king of Assyria, make an agreement with me, buy a present, and come out to me, and then eat ye every man of his own vine, and every one of his own fig tree. Drink ye every one of the waters of his own cistern, until I come and take you away to a land like your own land, a land of corn and wine, a land of bread and vineyards, a land of oil, olive, and of honey, that ye may live and not die. Hearken not unto Hezekiah when he persuaded you, saying, the Lord will deliver us. But that's that smooth saying, man. He's saying, hey, you can come with me. You can eat what you like, get what you like. But it's luring Jake in oppression. You see what I'm saying? It's not giving you freedom. It's not giving you your sovereignty.
That's right.
But if you got some, go ahead. Or
I got a quick one. I guess the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, and I'm gonna start at 24. It says, by faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Now, think about that. Moses, you the son of royalty. He had the life. He lived. But this the thing. It said he refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy pleasures of sin for a season. So if Hezekiah would have said, okay, you know what, y'all right, let me go get this wine from y'all. Let me just give my people up just so I can live better. He would have been, just as you say, a sellout today. You have sellouts who give their whole nation up for their pockets to get fatter, man. But again, we talking about the legacy of the righteous. The legacy of the righteous was always willing to put their lives on the line for the whole nation, man. And that's what we coming into, and we get that example of King Hezekiah right here. And again, there's many more. This is just one of great men spoken about. But nevertheless, Moses right here, he did the same thing. He chose rather to suffer with his people than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. If you get the MOTB, guess what? That's going to allow you to buy and sell and get by, but it's only pleasures of sin for a season. It ain't going to last. It ain't going to last, man. But it says, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Mashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. The point is, the Lord can bless us and gonna bless us way more than Esau ever can. The brother Cabal, he on the comment board. The brother Cabal got a saying. His saying is, you can either die for the Lord or you can die by the Lord. You can ride for the Lord, do his work, and put your life on the line for him, or you can bow down to this system, right? Take the MOTB and give up to the enemy, and now the Lord, when he come back, he gonna have to kill you, man. That's what we talking about. The righteous that you see scrolling at the bottom of the screen, the righteous gonna strive for the truth unto death. But you got it, bro.
Yep, kind of. So with that being said, we're going to get into chapter 19. We start at verse 1. And it came to pass when King Hezekiah heard it, that he rent his clothes and covered himself with sackcloth and went into the house of the Lord. He went and he sent Eliakim, which was over the household, and Shebna the scribe, And the elders of the priests covered with sackcloth to Isaiah, the prophet, the son of Amos. Now, listen here, man. It shows the ranking of the prophets, man. Because you got the king that's going to Isaiah for counsel.
That's right.
So when you call yourself a prophet, don't just think like you just some derelict bum. No, prophets had clout. Prophets had rank in these last days, man.
For sure. They over the king, all right?
Yeah, King David going to him. He going
King
to him.
David went to Nathan. Saul went to Samuel.
Right. And it says, and they said unto him, thus saith Hezekiah, this day is a day of trouble and a rebuke and blasphemy, for the children are come to the birth, and there is not strength to bring forth. It may be the Lord thy power will hear the words of Rabshakeh, whom the king of Assyria, his master, has sent to reproach the living power, and will reprove the words which the Lord thy power hath heard. Wherefore lift up thy prayer for the remnant that are left. So even the messengers that are coming to Isaiah, they kind of fed into that doubt. They say, I don't know how we gonna do this. That's basically what they say. The Lord need to make a miracle on this one.
Right.
You know? But it says, verse 6, 2 Kings 19:6. And Isaiah said unto them, thus shall ye say to your masters, thus saith the Lord, be not afraid of the words which thou hast heard, with which the servants of the king of Assyria has blasphemed me. Behold, I will send a blast upon him, and he shall hear a rumor, and shall return to his own land, and I will cause him to fall by the sword in his own land.
Hey, check this out, bro. This is the Lord by mouth of Isaiah, right? Telling who that is, who he talking to, or Hezekiah. Telling Hezekiah what's going to happen to the enemy beforehand, right? He telling you, don't trip. This is going to happen. I'm going to do this. Again, I put ourselves in the scriptures. Don't we already got what's going to happen to Esau beforehand? The prophets telling us, just like Isaiah telling Hezekiah, the prophets telling us, we know his own agenda go fall upon him, right? And his sufficiency, he go be in straits. When he do come in like a flood, the Lord will lift up a standard. The point is, we know the outcome. We know it, that should give us even more confidence going into these times, bro. But you got it, I don't mean to keep cutting you off, bro.
No, but that's it, because the Most High is bound by his word. Because it says in the law, if you do the right things according to what I say, he gonna defend you. You say your enemies come out one way, they're gonna be running another way.
Right, bro.
So as we got in the beginning of chapter 18, Hezekiah was on point from the beginning. Hezekiah got rid of the idolatry. He wasn't dealing with none of that BS. So when his faith came to be tested, he trusted in the Lord. Like, man, I've been right. I've been doing what I needed to do. So now the Lord got to fill up his end. If the Lord said, if we do this, he gonna do this. So we waiting for that. You know?
That's right.
Verse 9, it says, and when he heard say of Tirhakah, king of Ethiopia, behold, he has come out to fight against thee, he sent messengers again to Hezekiah, saying, thus shall ye speak to Hezekiah, king of Judah, saying, let not thy power in whom thou trustest deceive thee, saying, Jerusalem shall not be delivered into the hand of the king of Assyria. So he got Ethiopians telling them don't trust in the Lord.
Right.
You got Assyrians over here. You got everybody telling you, hey, bro, don't trust in the Lord, bro.
That shit. In other words, you have vocab over there saying don't trust. You got Sakara and one body and Hawashai saying a different thing. Don't worship the Lord. You feel me? Yeah. You got Sam Shimon over it. That's the same shit we're going through, huh?
Yeah. Rap the news, all of them.
Right.
And it says, verse 10, or verse 11, behold, thou hast heard what kings of Assyria have done to all lands by destroying them utterly, and shalt thou be delivered? Have the gods of the nation delivered them, which my fathers have destroyed, of Gozan and Haran and Respah and the children of Edom, which were in Lasar? So he's basically giving the account. He's saying everybody getting fucked up but us. The Assyrian fucking everybody up, and we fucking everybody up on the south side. So what you gonna do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna drop it down to verse 14. 2 Kings 19 and 14. And Hezekiah received the letter of the hand of the messengers and read it. And Hezekiah went into the house of the Lord and spread it before the Lord. And Hezekiah prayed before the Lord and said, O Lord, power of Israel, which dwellest between the cherubims, thou art the power, even thou alone, of all the kingdoms of the earth. Thou hast made heaven and earth. So you see, this man is resorting to his faith. First of all, he didn't give no answer to nobody. He didn't say, all right, I'm going to go with you. No. His counsel was in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua first and foremost before he made any decision. And that's the same thing with us, man.
Right.
Before you even think about doing some wild out crazy shit, man, pray, fast, whatever you got to do, like Hezekiah's done.
Yep.
But let's see. Yeah, we're gonna drop down to verse 20 because it's basically going over his prayer. Let's read verse 19. Now, therefore, O Lord, you got something?
If I can ask, which shows,
yeah, you got it.
Which shows the power of prayer, because that reminded me of Jacob as well. Remember when Jacob, him and Esau was about to meet back up? Jacob heard how Esau was coming with 400 men of troops. The first thing Jacob did was went and pray to the Most High. But that's the same thing right here. He went and prayed to the Most High, and as you about to read, it's gonna say the Most High gonna reply. The reason I'm doing this is because I heard your prayer. You got it though, bro.
Oh, that's it. So it says, we're gonna read this verse 20, then we're gonna drop down. Read this little bit. It says, now therefore, O Lord, I beseech thee, save thou us out of his hand, that all the kingdoms of the earth may know that thou art the Lord, power, even thou only. Then Isaiah the son of Amos sent to Hezekiah, saying, thus saith the Lord, power of Israel, that which thou hast prayed to me against Sennacherib, king of Assyria, I have heard. This is the word that the Lord hath spoken concerning him. The virgin daughter of Zion despised thee, and laughed thee to scorn. The daughter of Jerusalem have shaken her head at thee. So the Lord recognized the lack of faith in his people. This is why, as we mentioned earlier, you got in that Isaiah 30, I believe, where it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Because it was niggas that was jumping shit. It was niggas that was like, nah, I ain't staying here with this Hezekiah dude. I'm about to go down here and, and save my ass.
Right.
But they ended up getting subjection, man. You in oppression. But watch, we gonna see how the Lord come through for the ones that's faithful. But it says, the virgin daughter of Zion hath despised thee, and laughed thee to scorn. The daughter of Jerusalem hath shaken her head at thee, whom thou hast reproached and blasphemed, and against whom thou exalted thy voice, and lifted up thy eyes on high, even against the Holy One of Israel. By the messengers thou hast reproached the Lord, and hast said, with the multitude of my chariots I am come up to the height of the mountains, to the sides of Lebanon, and will cut down the tall cedars thereof, the choice fir trees thereof, and I will enter the lodging of his mourners in the fort of the Carmel. So basically what the Most High is doing is basically in these 24th verse all the way down to about 29, 30, he's basically flexing. He says in this, I could dry up rivers, I could do all of these things. So he's basically mad at his people saying, y'all trusting in these weapons and men, when I'm the living power. I created all this shit. Hey, the Most High set up this situation.
Right.
What it say? Isaiah 34. He mustered the host of the battle.
Yeah.
Hey,
what else? The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord, and he turned it whithersoever he will. As well. And we dealing with kings right here. Yep.
Right. So we're gonna go ahead and drop down, and then we can just pull precepts once we finish this. And we're almost done. This second Kings 19 verse 34 or verse 32. He said, thus saith the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come into this city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor come before it with the shield, nor cast a bake against it. By the way he came, by the same shall he return, and shall not come into the city, saith the Lord. For I will defend this city to save it, for my own sake and for my servant David's sake. And it shall come to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went out and smote the camp of Assyrians 104,500.
Well, that's 185,000.
And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses. So Sennacherib, king of Assyria, departed and went and returned and dwelt in Nineveh. And it came to pass, and he was worshiping in the house of Nisharach, his god, that Adram-melech and Sharezer, his sons, smote him with the sword, and they escaped into the land of Armenia, and Ashuradan, his son, raised in his stead, man. So, if you got something, go ahead.
That's it though. You seen these Assyrian kings was proud against the Israelites. You know, mainly our king at the time, Hezekiah. Now he resorted to not the power of a military, you know, not his own might. He didn't try to finesse. He went straight to the Lord, put his problems upon the Lord. And as the brother read, the Lord said, "Look, I'm gonna do this to the king of Assyria. I'm gonna kill him because I heard your prayer. Because I'm hearing how proud he's speaking, and you put up that prayer. Now I'm gonna deliver you." But the point is, let me get this real quick out. This first Maccabees, because this ultimately what we understand right now. This first Maccabees 3, and I'm gonna start at 17. It says, "Whom," and it's going into the time of Judas, Maccabees. But it's first Maccabees 3 and 17. It says, "Whom when they saw the host coming to meet them, said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude?" Right? They see, you know, Antioch, you know, his people coming, the Greeks, big army, man. Just like Esau today. He's revised with an even better army than the Greeks and the Romans had. And he go come at us, but it says, "And so strong, so we are ready to faint with fasting all this day. And unto whom Judas answered and said, It is no hard matter for many to be shut up in the hands of a few. And with the Most High, the power of heaven, it is all one to deliver with a great multitude or a small company." And this the point: "For the victory of the battle standeth not in the multitude of a host, but strength cometh from heaven." Man, you got it, bro.
Nah, that's it. That's it, man. Because Israel didn't even have this, or the kingdom of Judah, they didn't even have a manpower. That's why the messenger was talking shit. He said, "I can get you horses, but who you gonna get to ride them?"
Right.
So even in our weakness, we still have strength. That's what we try to convey in this lesson. It's like, even though you look around, it's like, man, how we gonna get the fuck out of here? Most High smoted 185,000 Assyrians in a night and sent them niggas back packing, man. How you think it's gonna be in Daniel 12?
It was 85,000. I just looked it up.
185. It's like 185,000. How you think it's gonna be in Jacob's trouble, man? Does Daniel 12 speak of the archangel Michael showing up, bro? You don't think they not gonna do numbers? They not gonna get millions of bodies done in? This is the power of Israel we talking about, and this, like, stories like that should renew your faith, because the Lord did it before.
That's it. Hey, what's that account in Maccabees when the Lord sent them angels to help us fight the battle? Mm-hmm. You know, and you had real life angels come down. Now, hey, how it was specifically, I can't tell you, but it's in the scriptures. They came down. The Lord said, when the enemy coming like a flood, he gonna lift up a standard. Now, that's divine intervention one way or another, whether a brother himself gets spiritual power, or whether the Lord send an angel, or whether the Lord just do his thing. The point is, we're coming into these times where we're going to have to rely on Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. You know, I got one more for y'all. If you ain't got nothing,
go ahead.
Yep, shit, chime in whenever. Now, again, this other account, well, not account, but a couple of scriptures going into a host compassing men of the Lord. And what Revelation 12 and 17 say, Aki, you can grab it real quick for me, Baba Kasha?
Yeah.
Revelation 12 and 17, because when you go to Revelation 12 and 12, it says that the so-called white man, which is the devil, is coming down with great wrath because he knoweth that he have but a short time. You know, as we got into the scriptures, Sennacherib, he was coming down with great wrath, you know, but nevertheless, it's going to specify in the 17th verse specifically who this system Esau Edom want to come after. You got it, bro.
Revelation 12, verse 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. And that dragon being, Esau, Edom, but the woman being Israel, because we are compared to the Most High's woman. It says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach.
And that's specifically who this new military, this new revised army gonna come at in the end times. They specifically want the elect, man. But again, as we go into these accounts, even when the enemy come and we might be outnumbered, we literally have nothing to worry about, because in reality, we not outnumbered, man. That's why I want to get this real quick. Now, this one Assyrians was coming after Israel as well. So this the 2 Kings 6, and I'm gonna get straight to the point, because the Syrian king he got hot at Elisha, because Elisha was telling his war strategy to the king of Israel so he couldn't sneak up on us, right? Which also proves the Lord revealed unto Elisha the secrets of the king, because it said he was talking about his war strategies in his bed chamber. That's a secret. But the Lord told Elisha, nevertheless. So the king of Syria is like, well, look, let's go find Elisha so we can grab him up. Right? Here it is. It's 2 Kings 6 and 12. It says, and one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. And he said, go and spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, behold, he is in Dothan, and therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, a great military. And they compassed, and they came by night and compassed the city. And when the servant of the man of the Most High was risen early and going forth, behold, a host compassed the city with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, alas, my master, what shall we do? A man who, let me get these people out the comment board, man. But it's with them wrenches, man. Do your thing, you know. But hold on, like, let me block these people out the comment board.
You got it.
Come, right? And it says, and he answered and said, fear not, right? Because Elisha, his servant, was, in other words, scared. You know, he was like, Lord, master, what we gonna do? They got all these troops surrounding us. What we gonna do? And watch Elisha response. And he said, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And Yahweh opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. What was that? That's the chariots. That was the angels and so-called UFOs protecting these men. Now, the point is, although you couldn't see them just off, if the Most High opened up your mind, you couldn't see them, you wouldn't think you had protection, right? You think you against a whole host, but nah, that host is outnumbered. Although they don't see it either, they truly outnumbered, man. So, in other words, we have nothing to worry about if we truly serving the Lord. That's what it is, bro.
Bro, that's beautiful, because I was thinking like Israelites in general, like looking at our history, we've always been surrounded. We've always been encompassed with enemies, but we've never been outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? Just to go what you're saying. You could put any amount of Assyrians, Greeks, Romans, wicked ass Americans, wicked ass niggas around us, man. But as long as we trust in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we not gonna be outnumbered. Because hey, as we got in that Revelation 12, it's about the remnant. You can kill the wicked niggas, bro, but you're not gonna touch the elect, man. I got a couple. This is Psalm chapter 91. Psalm 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High abideth under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in him will I trust. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. You see? And how do you dwell in the secret place of the Most High? Is being active in prayer, being active in fasting, being active in brotherhood, being active in the ministry, man. Even if you're not in a camp, you still could pay your tithes. You still could do what you need to do as far as pushing this word, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahshua is a requirement of all of us. But it's I'm gonna drop down in this Psalm 91, verse 14. Psalm 91 and 14. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him.
Yeah,
bro, and that's the same thing with a woman, man. If you know a woman don't trust you, if you know a woman don't love you, she don't fuck with you, you're not gonna do nothing for her, bro. You just gonna do bare minimum, whatever you need to do to get by, whoop-de-whoop. But if you know this woman got all faith in you, this woman look up to you, this woman needs you. You know what I'm saying? This woman lean on you. She looking at you as her Lord, as her refuge. Bro, right. You gonna do everything in your responsibility, everything in your power to protect her. Same right. thing as the Most High Israel, man. You got to show your love. You know what I'm saying? You got to show you want that protection, bro.
Straight up.
That's what Hezekiah was doing, bro. Hezekiah got rid of all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He done did everything he could. He done went to the prophets. He didn't pray in the house of the Lord, like, Lord, please give me an answer, because I don't know what I'm about to do. But that's what you do. The Most High want to bring you to your knees, so all you got to do is pray on him, bro.
That's it.
You got it.
I got a quick one for you. This Sirach 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Right.
You know, that's the brother saying. Let me look at the definition of strive. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Let me see if they got something good. Hold on. Let me see. Strive. This quick Google definition, it says to make great efforts, to achieve or to obtain something, to struggle or to fight vigorously. In other words, put it all on the line. You see, put it all on the line. It would have said in Baruch, it was our minds to go astray, now being returned, seek the Lord 10 times more. That's extra effort. You see, right. That's extra effort, even if we have to give our life. Now, again, it's easier said than done, but again, somebody, hey, got to do it, bro. You know?
That's what it is, man. Because once again, going back to the story, put yourself in Hezekiah's shoes, man. This dude 25, he got all kind of people, telling him he don't hear nothing but bad news, bro, wherever he go. But in his mind, he's striving to keep his eye single. He's striving to cut out the outside noise, man. And hey, bro, we all had that we all had that struggle. We all had that fight every day, man. No matter what it is, from outsiders in your family, outsiders in the world, your job, even Satan in your own mind, bro. You still got to strive unto the truth unto death, man.
That's it.
So you got anything else,Og? We can probably wrap it up.
Shit, I got one more for y'all. And it's it. It's First Maccabees 2:50. It says, now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. Again, we got many accounts of our forefathers choosing death over bowing down. We can name Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They rather be thrown into a fiery furnace than to bow down to a statue, man. You see, Daniel, he rather get thrown into a lions than to stop praying to his power. The apostles, they rather get beat, thrown in jail, whooped, than stop preaching Yahushua. You see, so it always came a point in time when it was, as Moses, Joshua said, choose ye this day. It's gonna come a time when each one of us gonna have to choose ye this day, which way we gonna go, man. Right? But it says, First Maccabees 2:50, now therefore, my sons, be zealous for the law and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. It says, call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time. Again, read Hebrews 11, the hall of faith. Apostle Paul ran through a plethora of our great forefathers. He mentioned some mothers, right? They known for their acts, their works. And when we go read these things, we talking about it today. We went into a lesson on Hezekiah, right? The point is, not just we talking about them, so we can be included in that as well. That's another thing. We ain't just doing this just cause. No, what we doing right now is gonna be remembered, is in the record books forever. All different brothers' acts and works. There, look, you put it up. All different brothers' acts and works, brothers doing right now. Look, that's in the record books. You know how I say about the kings in the scriptures? Is it not written in the book of Chronicles? You know, his reading and writings and what he did, right? Everything we doing is gonna be remembered. The point is, how do you want to be remembered, though? You feel me? Because it says, call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time, so shall ye receive great honor and the everlasting name. We finishing off the work of great men.
Right.
That's it. We literally finishing off the work Yahushua started. Abraham, Peter, and Paul, Elijah. This that last time we putting in work. You know, ultimately, like I said, I got to get it real quick. The end of Hebrews, because you know, our forefathers, how they didn't receive the promise, but we gonna receive it. This Hebrews 11:39. It says, all these having obtained a good report through faith, receive not the promise, but the Most High having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect, man. Because we finishing this off, that legacy. This is the end of the legacy of the righteous, and from here on out, that's going to be praised in the world forevermore, man. This is what we fighting for, you know. And again, it's not bowing down, not giving in to this system. You see, because the thing about it, and I'm gonna say this, and you got it. The main thing to get you to bow down to this system, or to say, look, I'm with this system, is if you get this chip in you, you get the MOTB into you. But this is the thing. Say if you do put it into you, you can buy and sell for a couple of days, right? But ultimately, when Yahushua come back, then what? Then what? Now you got to just be in fire. The point is, it's much more easier to fight for the Lord, because at least the Lord can save you from the hands of Esau. Esau can't save you from the Lord. You know, at least it's a chance to get saved, man. If you die for this, that's what it is. And look, it's a chance you might not have to die. You feel me? But you got it, Ron Ramble. You got it. You got it.
No, you're right. If you could pull that in Peter, where you say, make it the way to escape the temptation. Because just from what you were saying, it's not like we don't have a way out. It's not like we in a hopeless situation. It's just, are you going to let these outsiders make you think you had no way out? Once again, going back to the story, Hezekiah got all kind of people in his ear. Yeah. Are you gonna let these outsiders make you think that the chariot's not real? That, you know what I'm saying, that Yahushua not real? Because hey, the escape is already set. Brothers didn't see the way out this bitch. We just waiting for Yahushua to come and do it on a grand scale.
That's it, bro.
But hey, we didn't see the escape route. We know we got a way out this bitch, man.
That's right.
You got it, brother. Go ahead.
This 1 Corinthians 10:13. It says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is coming to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
It's salt and pepper, bruh. You gonna have temptation, you gonna have a way out that shit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hezekiah, he had temptation. He could have said, you know what, I'm gonna go with y'all, or I'm gonna go over here with y'all. But nah, he had the salvation. He knew the Lord was like, nah, you know, the Lord ain't gonna let him out there.
That's right, bro.
But hey, what else can we say, man? Because we didn't go through the salvation, not only of Israelites in the past, but us here in these present days. It's real. It's just a matter of, are you gonna let those influences affect your faith, your judgment? Because with saying Revelation, let no man take what thou hast.
Come.
Hey, that's it, bro.
I got one more. You can break it down. This Romans 8, and I'm gonna start at 33. Romans 8:33. It says, who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifieth. Verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? That's a question. Go ahead.
It's gonna go through the list. Go through the list, man. Go through the list. Go through the list.
It says Romans 8:35. It says, "Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution
Come on, man.
or nakedness?"
Nakedness. But all of that, people in the world are gonna fall by easily.
Mm-hmm.
All the things that Paul is listening, these people that don't have Yahweh Shah, they gonna fall for it.
That's it.
Like distress. You gonna die of a fucking anxiety attack just on what's happening in Jacob's trouble alone. Nothing's gonna touch you. No bullets gonna touch you. Nothing gonna fall on your head. Just by you witnessing the chaos and terror, you just gonna drop dead and do it, man.
That's it.
Give up the ghost.
That's it.
Go through that list again, man.
Come. It says Romans 8:35. It says, "Who shall separate us from the love of Mashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword?" It says, "As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter." It says, "Nay, in all these things we are more
than conquerors." Woo!
Him that loved us." You got it. Yeah.
That's it. When you say we kill all the day long, it's like, bro, our life is already over, man.
We lose.
Like we, you know what I'm saying? Our life lies with Yahweh Shai. When you come into the truth, you accept that. What they say, we are dead to the world. We kill all the way long. Like we just here waiting to get what's rightfully ours. Lord willing, we be the elect. Everything else, it don't matter, man. It don't matter.
Yep. It says, "Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come,
yes,
nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Mashiach Yahweh Shah, Lord." Man, you got it, bro.
Hey, with that being done, what is there to get between?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? If we call ourselves the hopeful elect, if we do the things that the elect would do, what did Paul say? Put on as the elect. So that's a mindset. You should be like, oh, I hope I should have that. I hope nothing separates me. Like, no, you gotta move in that. You gotta put that on. Like, bro, can't nobody take me out of this. Lord willing, I be the elect.
That's it.
Nothing. What it say? Death, heights, deaths, persecution, tribulation.
Not even angels.
Angels can't even. Yeah. Hey man, with that being said, Lord willing, this edifying. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory. It goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles, double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bracket Thumb to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom. The water for y'all brothers tuning in. Sister Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Bracket Thumb. Shalom.